Okay, Gene, look, I just thought I'd try and show you where I'm at. I've got my document class. It's got all my variables in, and that's all I've got is these 73 variables in here. I've got a main stage that works like this. Well, it kind of doesn't work, but it's sort of working. I've got a rollover menu that comes out. There's 5 sections, and each one of these 5 sections has 5 more sections to go to. Now, this is all rough graphics. Don't worry about the graphics, but this is the sort of thing that this one will have 5 different sections to go to, and it's also got some check learning activities where I've got drag and drop. I'm still trying to work on my navigation down here, obviously. So I've got drag and drop happening here. That's fine. That's working. But what I'm having trouble with is and I've also got a word book that's working good. So that's what all these definitions are in aid of. And also back on my main timeline here, I've got stuff like there's rollovers. That's where I had to make a document class to use my definitions more than once, because I've got that's just a document happening there, because I've got everywhere any of those words come in this project, the employer wants rollovers to be able to tell you what those words mean. So that's why I tried to put all my variables in document class. Okay, problems. And this thing here is a masker. It's letting me access the original timeline or the main stage on the first SWF because it's masking back the SWF that I've imported. I've got my home button that kills everything, takes me back to home. I'm having trouble. There's a few areas where I'm having trouble. One I'm having trouble with is this activity here where I've got drag and drop. So I've got it working that incorrect answers bounce back and correct answers tell you that you got it correct. But what I want is I want to be able to put an incorrect answer in. So I want to be able to put 2 incorrect answers and 1 correct answer and have a button that says check my answers, and then it tells you, oh, you got 2 right or you got 1 wrong or whatever it is. And also I've realized I've got to work on my navigation here. They want to be able to go forwards and backwards through the whole sequence, but they also want to be able to access any part at any time. So this is where I'm working. Oh, and the other thing that's wrong with that is, if I'll just show you that again, this is where I'm going really wrong. I've got this getting started and it's taking me and letting me do stuff. But if I show you in my getting started here, if I show you how that's structured, you're going to tell me that that's very, very wrong. Because look, I've got stuff on the main timeline, and then if I double click, I'm inside movie clips, and then double clicking again brings me inside actual, fade-ins and stuff on the timeline that's inside 3 movie clips, and possibly that's not the way you want to do it. So now I'm looking at this one. I've got a tester here where I'm just trying to pull in all separate movie clips. This is the home page. This is level 1, and then this would bring in level 2. And I'm trying to keep these buttons always on the main stage. And my trouble is I've made a mistake here because I've stacked these on top of one another. So when I try and go back 1 level, it's taking them all away. So I somehow need to work out how to get this navigation to work properly. And I also need any help you can give me on how to fit this all on a CD-ROM and get it working effectively. So look, that's where I'm at. I'd really love to be able to call functions from this. Just to give you a quick example, in this project I've got here, I've got a mask. I've got a mask that's a movie clip. I've got some code, and the code traces my mouse and makes the movie clip go on a certain mouse events, and this is what it looks like. So when you go over to this edge, it peels it back and lets you see that menu underneath. Now I would love to be able to call this function in my document class. But what happens is when I go and put it in there, if I have another movie clip that doesn't have masker in it, doesn't have this movie clip in it, I get all these errors. So it's kind of like with the variables, I can have them in there, and if I don't use them, it doesn't matter. And with the function, I'm getting errors. Look, I just need all the help I can get. If you think I'm wasting your time, let me know. We'll give it a miss. If you think you can help me out and set me straight on what I'm doing wrong, I would love to get some help. So let me know what you think, and I would love to talk to you your Friday night, my Saturday morning.